Hey fellow patriots, welcome to Hope for Survival YouTube. Thank you for tuning in and for following along. This is kind of a special occasion. Had the privilege and honor of Brother Otis stopping by for a visit. Good to see him and Mrs. Otis for a few hours. How you doing, man?
I'm good, Brother B.E. How y'all doing?
We're doing good. We're doing good, just going through the motion. Just kind of hanging out and getting ready to go back on the road again.
Yeah.
How's life down your way?
It's pretty busy with work and all, and then trying to continue doing our preparedness.
Yeah.
It's a full-time job.
And so before you got up here, you most recently was sharing that you just made another purchase on your major purchase on your preparedness.
I did. It was rather odd. It was the same week that you came out with a previous video of a product that my father and I had been researching, and it was on solar generators. And we took one of the products that you had reviewed, and we did a little review of our own, and we ended up purchasing it. And then on our visit today, you and I did some more experimenting with some of the generators that you had bought. Mm-hmm. And we wrote down some quick numbers, and we did some testing on it to see what kind of charging it would do. We took the MEG 2 system that Brother B.E. has and the new B2 battery, mm-hmm. and we hooked them both together, powered them all up, and then hooked them into shore power to see how long it would take to charge them. And the MEG 2 control panel was at 84% charge, and the B2 battery, the accessory battery, was at 64%. And we plugged them into shore power to see how long it would take on regular 110 to charge them up to 100%. It took 1 hour and 8 minutes. And it was rather odd. We were having a bet on which one would charge first, the control panel or the accessory battery. And it turned out that even though the control battery, the MEG 2 system, was at a higher charge when we started, it charged the battery first and then finished charging itself. That was kind of interesting. And then it actually powered itself down when it was done. And it took 1 hour and 8 minutes. It was very interesting. What do you think are some of the main advantages of having a solar power system?
Well, I've shared, I think, with you, we have a fuel power generator.
Mm-hmm.
And then,
regular gasoline?
Mm-hmm. And then a Generac portable. And then I picked up some of the Harbor Freight kits and 3 or 4 deep cycle batteries a few years ago, and I've used them here and there. And like I said in the last video for
the review you did?
Yeah, the generators. It's a matter of determining what you want them for and how you want to use them. Okay? If you want a full house, to power a full house, this is probably not the way to go.
And what I did was I took what you had done in that video, and I weighed the cost comparison versus doing a whole home versus being able to do certain accessories that I wanted in the house in a bad situation, whether it's just your power went out, whether it's a grid down total. And I like the concept that you had by having multiple sizes for multiple areas.
For purposes, yeah.
Yeah, for different purposes.
And ease of movement. Ease of use. If I'm not around, I'm gone quite a bit. Miss Lucy can grab the one applicable to her need, mm-hmm. And set it up and go with it, right?
Didn't you say that she had just used one previously, like a couple weeks ago when y'all had a power outage?
Yes. Actually, we both have. And actually, the day that I ran the test for the video, mm-hmm. Was actually during a power outage.
Oh, there you go.
That's why I had them out. And it's like, well, I may as well go ahead and do this video because I've been wanting to, and I got them out and so forth. But one of the big things, in the past, I was very anti-solar. I was not a solar person.
And why was that?
20 years ago. Because I was very narrow-minded.
Mm-hmm. Plus, the sheer cost of it then was ridiculous.
It was ridiculous. And I was very narrow-minded. I was lumping solar in with everything that was part of the green movement.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Yeah.
And then when I got into preparedness more, and I was looking at cost, space, purpose, 90% of the people I know that do preparedness, they cannot go out and write a check for $100,000 to
That's what I've never done a whole while
to cover a house.
I can't do it.
Right? But whether you have a home unit or you have a small unit like what we're talking about, kind of the way I see it, this is just my opinion, at the end of the day, when the SHTF, or during a basic storm, it can be an ice storm, a hurricane, whatever it may be, when your power's out, it's not going to so much matter why, as in how are you going to adjust to it, right? It may be cold, you may have refrigerator freezer needs.
Exactly, and if you lose your freezer, like my freezer's full. I've got a couple of deer in there and some vegetables and stuff. That would be a large amount of money lost.
Yes.
Where I can allocate some of that to, buying me a solar generator, and I can justify being able to save all that food, whether it's just a power outage from an ice storm or just the power went out from bad weather.
And you don't have to run out and get gasoline or any kind of fuel.
Yeah.
So
it's no maintenance.
So the more and more I thought about it, I kind of come to this is just me, but I kind of came to this point. Sun and wood. When all else is gone and all else fails, you're probably going to be left with the sun and access to wood.
Because those are renewable supplies that you can use.
So how can I best prepare under those conditions
to utilize those resources? To
utilize day to day. And that's when I started looking more into solar. It's free. Your cost is up front buying the equipment.
Yeah, and because that's usually cheaper than a gas generator. But then you got to do all your maintenance on a gas generator. You got to buy your oil. You got to buy your fuel.
Right.
And it has a pretty loud noise signature. It's going to tell everybody, hey, that guy down there still got power. I'm going to go visit him. Where the solar doesn't.
And you got to run cords all over the place.
Everywhere.
With this concept, using the smaller generators, I can pick them up and move them. And if you can't pick them up, put them on a rolling cart. But I don't have to run drop cords
into every room
all over my house.
And by having several smaller units,
yes,
that you can place them in strategic areas to run different equipment.
Yes.
So I just bought two. I'm gonna put one on my upstairs main level and one on my downstairs level, and power 5 or 6 different things that way. And it was a lot more affordable that way too.
So why did you, as I said in the other video, I wasn't really favoring one company over the other ones, but I kind of had a preference for my need and the cost area that I was wanting to go and buy, and reviews and so forth, and you kind of went with the same.
Similar, and what I did was I took the knowledge that I acquired from watching your video, plus some knowledge that I had from some personal references from friends that have solar generators, and I took the different companies. You reviewed 3 different, and I had a friend who had 2 more.
Yeah.
And so I said, okay, well, I read the reviews on them online, and I read some on some other ones, and I took all the negative stuff, and I said, okay, well, I'm going to test some of that against these units. And one of the things was customer service. So I said, I'm going to test this customer service before I even purchase it. I called the company and I left a message on their contact page. They called me back within 25 minutes. When all these other people were saying they couldn't even get service for days.
Yeah.
I got them in 25 minutes. And then I said, okay, well, that's after reading some other reviews and testing, I decided that was the company that I was going to purchase and the size that I was going to purchase after talking to them at the main place. And everybody kept saying, we can't get them. We ordered it. It takes months and months and months. I ordered it 1 week on a Thursday. They just came to my house this past week. It took less than 5 business days. Now, my solar panels are on back order, but they contacted me the same day that I ordered them by email and wanted to know, was I okay with it shipping 2 weeks later? I told them that's fine. As long as I still get them. They said, oh, you'll get them, but it's going to be 2 more weeks. Mm-hmm. That's fine. So the concept that they didn't have any customer service, I disproved that right off the bat.
One of the things, if you're an outdoors person, whether you camp, you hunt, whatever, one of the things that's nice about this concept too with going with the smaller portable generators is that a lot of people would say, well, you know, if I bug out, I'll throw it in my car, and that's perfectly fine, but just day to day, being able to move that small generator outside to do work around your property, or if you're going camping, or tent camping, camper camping, whatever it may be, is you now have a small portable power source. Mm-hmm. It's not going to require a plug. It's not going to require fuel, right?
Exactly. You don't have to take that 5 gallons of gas with you, and oops, I'm an hour and a half back in the woods, and I just ran out of fuel.
Yeah.
What am I going to do?
Use the sun.
Yeah. So we use ours. I have used in the past regular gasoline generators for all type of things. Working at the hunting club, working around the house, powering all kinds of tools with it. In a weather type event to keep my freezers from going, from spoiling. But now I don't have to worry about resupply on my fuel. I don't have to worry about a sound signature now that I have gotten me a solar generator.
Yeah.
Now we haven't really talked about which brand that we tested today, other than throwing out a couple of model numbers. We tested the OOPS system. Is that how you say it? Yeah, OOPS.
Oops.
Yeah, OOPS. OUPES.
Mega 2.
Mega 2. And the B2 accessory battery. We are no way at all affiliated with the company.
Nope.
They didn't give us nothing. We had to buy everything we got. But I'm telling you, it's been very, very impressed.
So from unpacking them out of the boxes here at my house,
And they're heavy.
unpacking them, undoing all the cords, setting it up, connecting the battery to the generator.
Yeah, the main controller.
It was
very self-explanatory.
Yeah.
If you can read, it was very self-explanatory.
Yeah, it was not overly difficult, so no one should be confused by the process.
Just read the manual. It was very easy.
Starting it up, watching it take off to start charging and all that. So, all in all, what would your overall take be?
I was very impressed with the OOPS system, enough that I went and spent a little bit of money and got myself one. I'm real impressed with what the testing we did today. However, I am going to do some more practical application testing myself.
Yeah.
The main reason that I bought them was for refrigeration power and freezer power, and then to be able to run my radios and to be able to charge power tools. So I will let you know how that goes.
The one thing I was a little confused by, that I don't really have an answer for, and I may call OOPS customer service and ask them. If any of you know the answer, feel free to leave it in the comments down below. But was before we connected each unit, we set it on the scale. We weighed the unit to compare it to the weight on the box, and then we connected them. The thing that I was confused about though was after the hour and we recharged everything up to 100% and weighed them, why the units weighed more.
It was about 12.5 pounds, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So, I mean, we went from 84% and 64% to 100%, and they gained weight.
I know.
That's pretty interesting. But would be real curious if anybody had any input on that.
Kind of baffling.
Yeah.
So, but hey, if you got any questions, feel free to leave them below, or you can reach out. And again, we are not affiliated with Oops. We're just very pleased with the products.
Very good product.
And I know a couple other folks that have made purchases with Oops since we ran the generator video a couple weeks ago. So anyway, I hope it helps you out. If you got any questions, you can email me at preparedness101@protonmail.com, or you can leave it down below. If you like the information in this video, hit like. If you are not subscribed and you're still a lurker, you can reach up and hit the like button. However, Otis was telling me that he hits like and it keeps asking for his email address. So
I've been having difficulties being able to log on it to subscribe. So we're going to have to do a little experiment with that.
yeah, I'm not sure what that's about. It should not be difficult. But anyway, I hope this information was good for you. Keep your head on a swivel. Take care. And Otis, appreciate it, man.
Yes, sir. Always a pleasure.
It's always good to spend time together wherever we're at. And be blessed out there. And most of all, don't forget to give thanks. Bravo Echo out. Thank you for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. If you are new to Hope for Survival, you can check out our books at our webpage. Book 1, which is Hope for Survival, Getting You Prepared for Disasters, and Book 2, Hope for Survival, The Mindset, are both available for order on the website. We also offer the Hope for Survival football stick, which is a memory stick set up as a digital filing cabinet with files already loaded on there for you to digitally copy items such as deeds, auto transcript for ownership, wills, living wills, loans, banking information, items that if your home burned down or you had some form of a disaster, you could have all your important papers already digitally filed on this stick. All you do is simply drag the digital file into the appropriate preset folder so that you'll have it in the event of a disaster. You have to flee your home in a hurry, or also if you're away from home and you need critical information that's personal. If you have your memory stick with you, you can put it in your computer and pull that information up wherever you may be. Again, you can find these items to order at our website, https://www.hopeforsurvival.com, or you can email me at preparedness101@protonmail.com, and I will try to help you out. Again, thanks for checking out the Hope for Survival YouTube channel. Hope to see you again.